Hello and welcome to Crypto News with Chingas, brought to you by Crypto World News. It is March 31st, 2018, 6 p.m. Central Time. Bitcoin's trading at $69.39. And let's do this. First up on the list, brought to you by CoinDesk report, Kazakhstan Central Bank wants to ban cryptocurrencies. Well, that should not be any surprise at all when we're talking about banks that want to ban cryptocurrency. Unless they're in on the game, they don't want anybody to be in on the game. Obviously, they want to maintain what they're holding currently instead of letting that ride over into the crypto world. Let's go over to Sputnik News. Let's take a look what they have to say about it. One thing I do want to point out in this article is this guy right here. He is the chairman of Kazakhstan's National Bank. He goes on to say that digital currencies are an ideal instrument for money laundering and tax evasion. When are we going to get out of this pigeonholed idea that all crypto is bad and all crypto is only used by bad people? If they do end up banning, they'll join a fairly long list ranging from Nigeria, China, back and forth, Colombia, Ecuador, Bolivia, Vietnam, parts of Russia. The list goes on and on. They would just simply be one added to this 23 times that Bitcoin's been banned. So let's follow in suit. This is brought to you by CCN. Nigeria's central bank warns against cryptocurrency investments again. You ever get one of those emails or the phone call saying that somebody's got $1 million for you, waiting for you, just gotta accept this link and blah blah blah? They're all out of Nigeria. Do you know why? Because there's a lot of bad actors in Nigeria. This article goes on to say that when Nigeria finally got internet, because they were the last of the world more or less to receive it, they've been doing nothing but bad things with it. And now we move on to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. And what they're saying is that they'd rather not educate the people, and they'd rather not educate themselves, their government, or anybody that's in Nigeria at all about cryptocurrencies, and just simply ban it and be done with it. They just want to be left in this dark, dark, dark part of the world where no one in there gets to use cryptocurrencies or the benefits that they have for themselves or the country as a whole. They just seem to continue to dig themselves into a further and further hole in which no one will ever be able to get out of. This is really unfortunate, but this is sentiment that we've been seeing recently. Uneducated countries, heads of states, giant business corporations slapping a ban on something that they don't understand because they either fear it, or it's something that's going to ruin them, or it's going to disrupt the money making that they've already been doing in the order that they've been doing it in. So this is pretty typical information. It's unfortunate. Will it reverse in due time? Maybe. But if they follow what they've been doing, Nigeria will be more like last on the list. And the last article brought to you by Merkle. KuCoin is delisting pairings of Bitcoin Cash. So there was a little bit of confusion about this, whether KuCoin was actually delisting Bitcoin Cash. No, they're delisting pairings of Bitcoin Cash. And if you read the article, it goes on to say that it's really just because there's no volume. There's simply no liquidity in them. They didn't do what they thought they were going to do. They thought it was going to bring in a bunch of volume, all these pairings with Bitcoin Cash, and all this new volume would be added to the exchange, and it just simply wasn't the case, and there's just no point in leaving it around. It's not doing anything for KuCoin, and it's not doing anything for the community, so get rid of them, shed the dead weight. This quick update was brought to you by Crypto World News. My name is Chingas. Have yourselves a great Easter if you celebrate it, and happy trading. That's it. Yeah, that was wasn't a whole lot to talk about. You know? I mean, it's upsetting for me. I think it's upsetting. It's probably upsetting for everybody. I mean, it's just terrible. There's just nothing to look at here. You know, it's all the same old. Everybody hates, you know, crypto. Blah blah blah. You know, it's the whole thing's sad. Everything's sad. It's all sad.